A chance. Runner at first and one out. 6-3 lead for the Chandler Bats. Breaking ball, and it's in there. Brett Bender, I tell you, the key to his success has been he's just had very good command here today. He has been able to get that breaking pitch over and key spots in the count. We mentioned that 2 of the 3 runs he's given up are unearned runs. And he's only walked 1, and that's going to be taken for, is that a strike? Yeah, that was strike 3 called. I just saw the umpire kind of point at the batter, wasn't sure what happened there. So a couple of strikeouts, 4 in total now for the pitcher Brett Bender, and now Landon Kelt, and he's down 0-1. And a single back in the 6th inning. That was the last hit by the Riptide. As they have a runner at first, 2 down here in the 8th inning, and they trail 6-3. And that ball hit him. Well, we talked about the great command, but in that situation, the second hit batsman here today. So he's walked 2, he's hit 2 batters, but overall his command has been really good. Even though when you give 4 free passes in less than 8 innings, that's not good, but his team leads at 6-3. So we go back to the top of the order. Leadoff hitter Zach Lee, who is grounded to short, reached on an error and has been hit by a pitch. 6-3 lead, Chandler Bats trying to work out of a first and second jam and 2 men out. In fact, Zach Lee now represents the tying run for the Riptide. And Blake Burgard's team would love to at least get 1 here. Missed outside. So Zach Lee, his teammates desperate for a base hit here and a run-producing hit. 2 balls and 2 strikes to the third baseman. And here's the pitch. And strike 3 called on a pitch that looked like it was about 5 inches off the inside part of the plate. He strikes out the side as we head to the bottom of the 8th inning. Chandler Bats coming up here in the home half of inning number 8, leading at 6-3. Blake Burgard, who has done an outstanding job, 3 shutout innings of relief, pop-up. Gallagher in foul territory, tough play, and he hauls it in right in front of the Chandler Bats dugout, third base side. 1 down. So Deach is retired. And here's Dean Christie. Christie has singled, he has walked and scored, he has flied to left field. 6-3 in favor of the Chandler Bats. They bat here in the home half of the 8th inning. Riptide will have their 2, 3, and 4 hitters coming up. Last chance for them. Todd Oakley, Jim Lombardo, and Avi Goldine. Ground ball third. Nice job moving towards his left is Zach Lee and throwing on the first. And quickly there's 2 down here in the inning. And the batter is going to be Ian Downs. This is Ian's first at bat. Adding in place of manager and second baseman Brett Mandel, who finished the day 0 for 3, but had a run scored in that 5-run fourth. Chandler Bats here in the bottom of the 8th inning lead at 6-3. And here's a ball hit hard and past the diving first baseman and down the right field line. So another base hit for this Chandler Bats ball club. That is the first hit, believe it or not, in 3 2/3 innings of relief by Blake Burgard. First hit he's given up in relief of starter Avi Goldine, who would, if the score would stand right now, he would be the losing pitcher. And I would imagine we will see starting pitcher Brett Bender come out and try to complete what he started here today. Here's a shot out in the center field, and that's over the head of the center fielder. Here comes the runner to third. The throw comes in, and that's a 2-base hit. That is a two-base hit for Dan McNeely, who's had 2 hits and 3 tries since taking Brett Bender's batting position, the 9th position in the lineup back in inning number 4. Now John Benson, the third baseman, who is 2 for 3. He's been hit by a pitch. He's been on base each of the times he's been to the plate. He has stolen a couple of bases, and he has a RBI to his credit. He chops one towards the shortstop. He'll have to make the play deep in the hole. The tag is made by the first baseman, Lombardo, and that will save a run and end the inning. A tremendous play by the shortstop, Becchio. Even more impressive, Lombardo's tag at first as he's shaken up a bit. As we head to the top of the 9th inning, it's a 6-3 Chandler Bats lead. Jeff Lowry from Scottsdale Stadium and Todd Oakley to get it going. First pitch inside, ball 1. John Bender trying to complete what he started. He's went 8 innings, 5 hits. He has struck out 5. He has walked 2. He has hit 2 batters. 6-3 lead for the team in the field. We're in the top of the 9th inning. Oakley is 1 for 3. He has flied to center. He has singled. He's hit into a fielder's choice. We talked about the importance of this team getting that leadoff hitter aboard. In each of the 3 innings that the Riptide have scored, they have had the leadoff hitter aboard. When they have not had the leadoff hitter aboard, they have not scored. Let's see what Oakley can do here. Taking all the way for a called strike. 3 balls, 2 strikes on the leadoff hitter. And he grounds one towards the hole, and that's going to be trouble. Backhanded there by Vetter. Throw across, not in time, infield hit. His 2nd hit of the day in 4 tries, and there's the leadoff hitter aboard for the Santa Barbara Riptide. Lombardo has driven in 2 of the 3 runs. There goes the runner, down by 3 here in the 9th inning, and his steal is successful. That gets him out of the double play situation. Remember, Lombardo was shaken up on that throw to end the bottom half of the 8th inning, so he hits a ground ball, which he does here, but it's foul. He hit a ground ball to the shortstop, the second baseman. They could probably easily turn the double play because he came off the field limping. But with the stolen base by Oakley, that takes him out of the ground ball double play scenario. And now Jim has a chance of driving his 3rd run of the game. He swings over a slider. You can see he's still limping up there. Pretty good pitch. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Right-handed hitter against the starting pitcher in his 9th inning of work, Brett Bender. Bender has worked Lombardo just very carefully this entire game. The pitch to Jim Lombardo. And he hits one out into left field, and this one's going to drop in for a hit. It will not score the run. They'll be at 1st and 3rd. They're going to have to get a courtesy runner for him. Jim Lombardo, even though he hasn't hit the ball that hard today, he has had 3 very successful at-bats. And now the tying run at the plate in cleanup hitter Avi Goldie, who's looking for his 1st hit of the game. Zach Lee courtesy running at first base. 2 on. Nobody out, trailing by 3. And the pitch to Goldie off the outside corner, and it's ball 1. A 5-run home half of the 4th inning by the Chandler Bats has been the difference in this contest. Avi takes the breaking pitch, and it's 1-1. We're in the top of the 9th inning. Riptide down by 3 with the tying run at the plate. And they're keeping a close eye on courtesy runner Zach Lee at first base. 1st and 3rd occupied, nobody out. The pitch. And there goes the runner. Here's a throw down to 2nd and a successful stolen base. And Blake Burgard, as this one is hit down the first base, knocked down there. A nice job by the first baseman, Chuck Lovell. The run will score. Credit Avi with an RBI on the ground ball to the first baseman. And that is the 1st out of the inning here in the 9th inning. And now Blake Burgard, the manager, takes high ball one. I was getting ready to say, Blake, very aggressive here. A couple of stolen bases, down 3 going into this inning. But it's really paid off. He's got a runner at third, and now they're going to send him to the plate, and the throw home, not in time. And just like that, it's a 1-run ball game. On a wild pitch or pass ball, call it what you will. And the stolen bases, all a result of managing right there. So they get the first 2 guys on base. Blake Burgard sends both runners, and they score on a ground out to first and a wild pitch. And now Blake, 2 strikes on him. Needs to get on to represent the tying run. We're in the top of the 9th inning, 6-5 Chandler bats. Brett Bender reaching back and coming in with the hard fastball. 2 strikes on Blake Burgard. The right-hander kicks and deals, and it is swung on in a line drive out into right center field, and that's going to fall in for a base hit. Blake Burgard is on with his first hit of the day, and he represents the tying run. A clutch hit to right center field, and now the batter is Dane McCormick. There goes the runner. The hit and run is executed to perfection. Here comes Blake. Here comes a throw to third, not in time. And the tying run is sitting 90 feet away at third. Dane McCormick, his 3rd hit in 4 tries. And the hit and run worked to perfection. Hit behind the runner. First pitch swinging, a foul ball by John Becchio. Becchio is looking for his first hit of the game. 0-1 the count. And here's a ball hit out in front of the plate. They're going to come home with it, and the throw, and they got him. A close play at the plate. And now the argument by Burgard is that the catcher was blocking the plate. So a 1-2 fielder's choice, and the next batter pops it up, Emery Lowe, and it is going to drop in. It's a foul ball. And right now the Chandler bats are claiming interference by the runner. And he was in the baseline, and they're not going to get that call. 0-1, so Emery Lowe lives to see at least another pitch. And he pops this one out of play, and he's down to his last strike. He has struck out twice in this contest. 2 on, 2 out, 2 runs in, 6-5 Chandler bats clinging to a 1-run lead. 2-strike pitch. It's outside to Emery Lowe. John Bender trying to close it out here for the Chandler bats. What's turned out to be an outstanding ball game between these 2 quality teams. A 2-strike pitch. And a good job by Emery Lowe hanging tough against a couple of tough sliders. Bender may have had that one breaking a little too far off the plate. Let's see if he comes back with it. A 3rd straight pitch. The 2-2 offering with 2 outs. And a ground ball to the right side. The second baseman has it. Mandel's throw on to first, and the Chandler bats are 3-0 in this 2014 MSBL World Series as they defeat the Santa Barbara Riptide by a final score of 6-5. A complete game outing and a victory for Brett Bender. Pitched an outstanding ball game. Did give up 4 hits in that last inning, 9 altogether. En route to the victory that leads his team to a 3-0 record. This has been a presentation of APN Video Sports. So for our entire crew, Jeff Lowry saying so long from Scottsdale.